Right, good morning from Perth again. This is the second time I'm attempting the stream. So, yeah, we'll see how we go this time. It's pretty cold this morning. What's the time? 10 to 5. Well, that's not good, is it? Right, so, here we are. We're going to be playing arcade games again. We're going to see what happens. And, yeah, hopefully, things go well. We were playing Gyrus earlier. Oops. So, yeah, just let me briefly tell you about what's going on here. I'm actually busy playing in the shed, which is pretty cold. I've done it so that I'm not making any noise in the house. Yeah, so I can pretty much do and say what I want to do. You can see in the background my shed. Full of junk. Everybody's shed is full of junk. Well, not everybody's, but most people's. Okay, so I'm going to show you Afterburner now. Afterburner actually came in I think 3 different flavors. It was a standard version, which had a sort of a fight stick, very similar. I think that they thought was in an F-14 Tomcat. And then there was a sit-down version where the arcade game was actually on hydraulics. So it was one of those sort of first things where the actual arcade machine moved when you moved left or right or up and down. It didn't roll 360. That came afterwards with a game called G-Lock. And yeah, you actually had to get strapped in because the machine would do 360-degree rolls with you in it. Pretty scary, but very exciting. It was an expensive game to play in the day. Coming from South Africa, we used to play with R1, and R1 was quite a lot in those days. Oh, okay, so what happened there? Oof, got it. Right, here we go. I'm going to try again. So what I'm going to try and do is I'm going to play. Okay, games were extremely difficult in the day. So yeah, you may see me start over and over again. Some of them had continues, so this one does. I think that I can, continue until the very end, which is kind of cheating. So yeah, the soundtrack was absolutely banging. I'm going to just keep quiet so you can have a quick listen. And that's pretty much what the joystick looked like in the actual arcade machine. Right, here we go. Once upon a time, there was a pilot called Mrs. Easy, and he was going to pilot an F-14 Tomcat to try and vanquish the enemy. I believe in those days it was probably the Russians, unfortunately, and yeah, it was a one-man aircraft taking on an entire army. So here we go. Ready, steady, go. Stop. He was on the aircraft carrier. He fired the afterburners and took off into the big blue sky. He had a machine gun. That was the machine gun. He got to shoot them, and when you heard a lock, he fired a missile. But there was a lock, so he missed. You have to also be careful of them because they fire missiles. Wow! So you keep the finger on the fire button because you've got infinite amounts of bullets. Lucky because this is a magical land of Afterburner. You, ooh, wow, see, got hit right in the tail. Bummer. That was some fun. So, here we go. We're going, we're flying, and lock on. And we also have a direct explosion which results in a very spectacular boom. Your aircraft just falls apart. What I was going to say was, ooh. There's an afterburn button which really speeds you up right into the missiles that are ahead of you. So, you can continue. Yes, let's continue. Okay, we're going to do better this time. So if we're pre-fueling aircraft, no control, does it automatically. And you can still hear that it's a really banging rock soundtrack. Very Kenny Loggins-y, except no voice. Oh, I'm supposed to be shooting at people. Wow. Oh. Okay, so thing is, when you very first play this game, you really don't know what the heck is going on. You know that the enemies are coming from the front, and sometimes on the later levels they come from the back, and it's very quick. I don't think that, I'm not saying that it makes you a better player today, but there's a lot more going on right now than there is going on in any other game. Yeah, so, right, we're going to land, refuel, and there's going to be a nod to Top Gun from Maverick when he rides the motorbike. There he is, and he's going to go, and we're going to overtake him. Yeah! Wow. Right, so you've got to be careful, not be careful, be aware of the fact that you sometimes will get a lock on. You can get a lock on. It's a bit difficult if you don't have the actual joystick. But if you point your aircraft sort of at them, you will get a lock on, and you can fire missiles. Missiles are obviously seek and destroy. Yeah, so that's that. And then you obviously got your machine gun, and then there's a guy behind, so you can either slow down and it will shoot you from behind, or you can slow down. Now, I don't know how the Russians got hold of those F-14 Tomcats, but yeah, so they sort of fly against you. You've got your basic controls, up, down, left, right. Right, slow down, let this man pass, and shoot me again. See, the sun's starting to come up. It is raining outside. Oh my God, slow down, go past, come on. Okay. Wow, okay. Right, so with this one it was better just to slam on the brakes, put your finger on the throttle, the machine gun trigger, and let these crazy people have it. And then we did a reload. And yes, if you're wondering, I am streaming in my pajamas. Well, t-shirt, shorts, and a gown, and I don't have long johns on, which makes my legs very, very cold. I don't know how women do it. How do women do it with dresses when it's so cold? I know you've got stockings, but what the heck does a stocking do? Nothing much. Nothing much. Wow. The enemy, the enemy. Oh, the enemy, the enemy, the enemy. Oh, there's a Solomon Mountain. Right, let's go. Oh, the enemy. Right, go past, go past. Hopeless, absolutely hopeless. No good, no good. Slow down, slow down. Oh my god! As you can see, I was never very good at this game. When I was younger, I could never see where the actual missiles come from. Now I can see them and seem to be able to catch them pretty good. Oh boy. And then we have a nod to outrun. You'll see the Ferrari Testarossa come up the right. On the right, there we go. He's got his chick in the car. Oh, you don't say chick nowadays? Politically incorrect. His girlfriend. His mistress. Okay, so you got throttle. You can slow right down. There we go, slowing down. And... Then you also have something called an afterburn. So you switch that on, you'll see big flames come out the back, and you'll go faster. See? Sometimes it's just faster to get to a missile to hit you in the face. Then you've got the roll, which is, well, they say it's good for evading enemies, but I don't know about that. So really the objective was to just keep moving as with, I suppose, real pilots. Yeah, you don't want to be going in a straight line for too long, especially when you're dogfighting. If you're flying normally, I suppose it's okay. You just go and do what you do. So once upon a time there was a pilot who had lots of money and could continue almost indefinitely and destroy millions and millions of dollars worth of aeroplanes. Because the Tomcat is very expensive. Ooh, slow down, slow down. Wow, see? That's what happens when you don't slow down. Machine guns on and right into the wall. Ba-bang. Ba-bang. And am I hopeless what? I'll tell you what, I'm very, very good at getting shot in the face. Never mind. Never mind. Don't worry, you don't have to put up with too much of this. On stage 18, I think there's only 20 stages. Oh, brother, what the heck? Oh. The enemy, the enemy. Bah, 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 bah. Off the end. Oh. Right in the face. In the face, mate. Alright, let it go past and catch the missile to the face. World record. Oh, there we go. Go past, take it. Oh, you check that. Maybe there was 23 stages. Right, let's go with Once Upon a Time again. Once upon a time, this was almost the end. The pilot was almost back at his aircraft carrier, and he was flying left and right and afterburning and evading the missiles. He had his finger on the trigger. He hit the afterburner time and time again. And then he exploded. And they played the action song, because the action song is what is required when you come back to a carrier landing. He was a hero despite losing millions and millions of dollars in aircrafts. Actually, it was probably more like billions at this point, because he would just use them like missiles. See? He just exploded the F-14 Tomcat in the air again. Never mind, the pockets of the US Army were deep, very deep. And that guy behind him just did not go away. Good grief. So you could just join, probably haven't. But let's say you have. Here we go. We're going to land on the Sega aircraft carrier. Very easy. Mission complete. And I just spent about $1 billion on that. Lovely. Good mind. And that's it, the end. Beautiful. Right, so that's Airwolf. Airwolf. That was also one of those incredibly difficult games. Very hard. Once upon a time, there was a pilot called This Is Easy, and he was the pilot of the deadly attack chopper Airwolf, who had a machine gun like that, and missiles that bounced along like that. Wow. And he flew along the landscape, and there were many tanks and things to shoot at him. You found that if you went low level and you used a missile button, he would shoot down, and if you went high, he'd drop the missile and apparently the aircraft. And he was very brave against all the helicopters because he was Airwolf, obviously based on the 1980 show with the same name. Committing mass murder by killing innocent little people. Oh, look at that. Just, exploded. Good grief. Wow. Okay. Never mind. Never mind. Very nice sounds. Oh, brother. Another button. Oh, if you press all buttons together, you would sort of do the magical evade. Wow. When did they have people with jetpacks? Oh, wow. game over. So you can see that's a bit more difficult to get your name on the high score table. Yes, you could continue. Absolutely. Absolutely. You could do that. I do want to see something very quickly. Another one which was rather popular was Baseball Stars. It was crazy. Very, also very difficult, and I think that if you were winning, the computer decided to cheat. That's my opinion anyway. Because you would suddenly be just smacking home runs left, right, and center.
Make selection.
Totally versus.
Thank you.
Be the celestial planets. Computer will decide who he wants to be. And we'll play in the SNK Stadium.
The Celestial Planets versus the Brave Warriors. Welcome to SNK Stadium. Both teams look ready to play, so let's get down to the field and watch the action, shall we?
Play
What
ball!
a day for baseball. Temperatures couldn't be better this afternoon, and we're expecting a big crowd for today's...
And it was almost impossible. Oh, save! Yes! Ha! I'm just going to say, it's almost impossible to get to first base. Oh my goodness. Nah.
You're out!
Oh, come on. Oh, another Uranus. Bang.
It's a well-hit ball.
Wow, I've actually got 2 men on base.
Strike!
Ah, he's going to catch that. He never misses.
You're out! Change. Both teams played awfully tough that last inning. Hang on to your hats as we begin.
And then you get to pitch. Oh my goodness.
It's a well-hit ball. That should be in there for a single. You're out!
Foul ball.
Oh, come on.
You're out!
Oh, Lord.
It's a well-hit ball. That should be in there for a single. game could shape up to be a real barn burner. Let's see which team can pull it out.
Oh, come on. Wow. Slide, slide. Don't you have a slide button? Oh, gosh. That's terrible. Very, very bad. What's going on?
Change. This is
Oh, home run. Wow. Okay. That sucks.
And as he rounds the bases, he loves to egg that crowd on. And proud he should be. Strike! It's a well-hit ball that should be in there for a single.
That's awful.
You're out!
Oh, come on.
Should be in there for a single. You're out! Runner scores.
Oh,
That should be in there for a single. Runner scores. It's out of here. It's a homer out of here. And as he rounds
shut up. Shut up. Come on, guys. I think they got a hole in the glove.
a well-hit ball that should be in there for a single.
Thank you.
Change. Next inning, the top of the order is coming up the bat.
5 runs. What the heck?
Strike! You're out! You're out! Change. The Suns really
Sorry, I can't stand it. Losing. Freaking losing again. The peanut butter. Okay, everyone, that's about it for the day. I think all this sound and everything